I'm going to get into one of those giggle fests where I can't get out of it, and I'm going to laugh the whole dang time. Um, okay, let's get out of that before it starts. Okay, so again, prepared beans, water, and salt. Water and salt. The couple, water and salt. Um, Hi guys, welcome back to Not For Nothing Homestead. I'm Ginger. Thanks for stopping by today. So today is episode 2 of Can It or Scan It. I am loving doing this. This has been so much fun. Plus it's helping my pantry. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain in the background. It has been a horrible day. It is rainy. It is disgusting. And I needed a big cup of coffee to help keep me warm in this day. So, if you're new here, welcome. You will always see me with a cup of coffee, almost always. And we love having new friends. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. We appreciate you coming and spending more time with us. So hopefully everybody is following along with this series. Last week was episode 1. We did mushrooms, and man, did we hit the lotto as far as the savings that we got on the mushrooms. So if you haven't seen that, jump back over to last week's Can It or Scan It. I'll have a playlist on our page of just Can It or Scan It videos. So this is episode 2. So, Thanksgiving has come and gone, the kids have come and gone, and before they left, they all had their ball jar cardboard boxes, you know, the box that the jars come in, and they all shopped Mom's pantry. So, the most favored shelf or item on the shelf is Mom's black beans. So this was such a great thing to do because I have 1 can of black beans left. Now, I mean, come on. They could have taken that one too because I can more. And truly, I know that they absolutely love the way I make the black beans and home can those. So they could have had them. I'll send them more too, I'm sure. But anyways, so I had that big hole. And when I did the mushrooms last week, I also went ahead and bought a 2-pound bag of black beans. Now, before we get started in this, let me say for sure, we are not going over how to can these things. We're just going to give you like the savings and the benefits from home canning as to if you buy the already canned in a jar on shelf. If you are interested in canning or want to get started in canning, I'm going to give you my best suggestion is to make sure and pick up the USDA's Complete Guide to Home Canning. That will be your Bible for canning. It will be a magnificent resource, very valued for anything that you can think of. I can a lot, so yesterday I could have canned something that took 75 minutes, and today I'm canning something that takes 15 minutes, and tomorrow I may can something that only takes 20 minutes or 25. So definitely make sure and have that resource at your fingertips always, so that you can go and refresh your memory. Always, no matter how many times you've done it, I don't care if you've done it 100 times, get that book out, look at it again, because chances are from the last time or the last thing that you canned, you've slept 8 hours and you probably forgot a lot. So don't go based on memory. You will end up either not processing something long enough, or you will over process the heck out of something, and you don't want to do that. So Anyways, okay, so to get to, again, last week, mushroom video, if you didn't see it, great savings there. We had $13.28 we saved last week. This week, I got a 2-pound bag of dry black beans for $2.57. Out of that bag, I got 10 pint jars of beautiful black beans. Aren't they gorgeous? So, 16 ounces in a pint. So we got 160 ounces of black beans for $2.57. That breaks down to 2 cents per ounce. That's my little shelf tag. Okay? So then the commercially canned ones. So these are also 16 ounce, and you have to be very careful because some beans come in 14.75, 15.25, or 16 ounce. So I was trying to make sure I was comparing apples to apples here. But the 16 ounce can of already canned black beans is $1.28 a can for 16 ounces. So to buy enough of the pre-can to get what I canned, I would have to spend $12.80. Okay, so that's a savings of $10.23. I think that is great. We're going to add that to the bank from last week. Again, put it in your gas tank. Between last week and this week, you could go almost buy somebody a $25 gift card. Take care of a Christmas present just by the way you cut the budget there by canning your own goods. The other thing that's really important, the savings is amazing and what you can do with that savings. The other thing that's really important is I know what I put in here. I know what I did to these beans. I know what spices are in here. And, I controlled all of that under the USDA guidelines. So I know what's in here. Now, I'm going to get on just a little bit of a soapbox, so just bear with me and give me a little bit of grace here. I don't like playing the label game. I hate the label game, but commercially canned foods have put us in a position where we play the label game now. Not only these days do you have to look at what they are saying on the label, you have to look at what they are not saying. So it's almost like you have to be a detective, okay? So I don't buy pre-canned beans on the shelf anymore, not since I started making my own, home canning my own. So I didn't buy any, but I took a picture of the label. So the beans, the commercially canned beans, the label, the ingredient says prepared beans, Walt. I just, mashed water and salt. There are a couple now. We're going to call him Walt. Okay, so water and salt. I'm going to get into one of this giggle fest where I can't get out of it, and I'm going to laugh the whole dang time. Okay, let's get out of that before it starts. Okay, so, again, prepared beans, water, and salt. Water and salt. The couple, water and salt. So, prepared beans. That's, I gotta get my serious face on. Okay, the prepared beans. When I looked at that initially, I skimmed right over it, right? Because prepared beans, no biggie. But I'm thinking in my head, prepared like I prepare. But who says that's how they prepare them? They don't say what they did to prepare those beans. So I don't have a commercially canned guide, a guideline book of what they can put on their label, what is inclusive, and they can put it under the blanket term of prepared beans and it still qualifies. What did they do to those beans? Did they just soak them? Okay, I'm okay with that. But you didn't say that. You said prepared black beans. What did you do to them? So that's where I have issue with all of these labels and playing the label game, because also the store brand, now the store brand was 1 ounce less, so that didn't even get into our little ball game here because I wasn't comparing the same size cans. The store brand, the ingredients said black beans, water, salt, and calcium chloride. So at least they were honest, with what they said. They had black beans, water, salt, calcium chloride. This one, I don't know what they did to prepare those beans. I mean, I know I know I'm beating a dead horse here, and you know where I'm going with this, but I can't stand playing the label game. Just be honest with me. Just tell me what you did to them, and then I'll know if I want to eat them. I don't want to eat them. So anyways, we saved $10.23 and got 10 beautiful cans that look just like this of black beans, and I know what's in here. I know how I treated these beans. I know how much salt I put in here. Put a little bit of cumin in there to make it all nice and flavorful, and they are amazing. And my kids love these more than they love any store brand or name brand black beans that you can buy. I mean, they're constantly asking me for them. So, anyways, that's it for this week. We had another great week of savings. I will say, I was going to do, for next week, the little teaser, I was going to do potatoes. So last week, I had said, leave me a comment and let me know if you have a suggestion of something you'd like me to try. I have a couple of things that were coming up in the rotation, but I had Nana of 4 Babies. She left me a comment and she said, I'd like to see you try apples and see how apples do. So I did ask her, do you want me to go the way of applesauce? Do you want me to make homemade applesauce? I mean, that would be inclusive of sugar and then some apples and some lemon juice. Or do you want to just do like diced or sliced apples? And she said, no, just apples. Just see what the comparison is. So I was going to do potatoes next week, but I thought apples would be much funner, and we haven't done a fruit yet. So I have done pineapple recently, but I did not do a cost breakdown on it, and oh my gosh, canned pineapple is so good. Oh yeah, I love it. Anyways, so next week we're going to do apples. So the following week 3 will be apples, and week 4 will be potatoes. So definitely stick around for those two. So Nana of 4 Babies, thank you very much for your suggestion, and hopefully you'll see it on next Tuesday. I'm trying to put these out on Tuesday. Every Tuesday, put out a new one for this series. So that's it for us today here at Not for Nothing Homestead. We're racking up our little savings bank by canning our own foods. And we're eating so much better. I'm trying to get away from the pre-packaged stuff and just get it back down to the bare bones minimum, and then I can build it up from there with the flavors that I like. So, all right, that's it for us today here at Not for Nothing Homestead. Thanks so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out the door. It is much appreciated. We'll see you in our next video. Take care and God bless.